Sha'Carri Richardson is out to prove that she's not back. She's better. That was the quote she famously quoted about her comeback to the 100-meter sprint.
Going to do it. Oh, it's an incredible performance from Sha'Carri Richardson.
Now, Sha'Carri set the tone for her own comeback a year ago when she won the 100-meter U.S. title, then the World Championship, making her the fastest woman in the world.
She celebrates
and she proclaimed, "I'm back, not better," meaning she's been here the whole time. She has not gone away from her sport. Now, with a trip to her first Olympics approaching, remember that because she did not qualify due to the, positive test of THC in her previous test, she was unable to go to the Olympics and represent USA. But is she actually better? And people are wondering, is she going to maintain the fastest woman in the world title? Now, the 24-year-old is the favorite in the Olympic 100-meter dash, and she has been open and honest about her quest to be a more appreciative, mindful version of the person who actually had a positive test at the 2021 U.S. Olympic trials.
This year's been humbling, and I just understand no matter what's going on, to always stay focused on the mission at hand.
And unfortunately, this is what people and the track media and everybody, the attention that she got, which was largely negative. Okay. So when we understand that she and revealed that she has been dealing with depression, particularly with circumstances around her biological mother's passing, these were some of the reasons she has stated that she was participating in, So she basically revealed the deeper meaning of "I'm not back, I'm better" because of the tragedy that she's had and the challenges that she's had in her personal life.
Remember who I was. I have been doing.
She's actually gone through a lot over the last several years, including as a teen battling depression, where she even highlighted, and we've learned that there were times that she was actually. So in 2021, when she was dealing with the unexpected death of her biological mother, this was part of the reason she said had contributed to her failing her test. She was using as a way to cope. And certainly she would have known better, given that she is, slotted to be an Olympic athlete to represent the States. So it was very poorly timed. Who knows if she thought that it would not be caught in her system, and yet it was. She did issue a very public apology to take accountability. She took that time to obviously work on her craft. At the 2023 Track and Field World Championships, she ran a 10.65 second time on the 100-meter race. Her official time was actually the fastest on record in the history of the race at that event. And afterwards is when she made that comment. Now, in a recent interview with Maya Singer of Vogue, as she appeared on Vogue, she explained what the phrase meant. "I don't just mean I'm a better runner," Richardson tells me when I ask her about her credo. "It's beyond that. I'm better at being Sha'Carri. I'm better at being myself." Now, as a matchmaker, one of the things that I do with my clients is, really try to have a better understanding of who they are. And what I find is that a lot of people who've come from out of a relationship or long-term relationship or dealing with issues, they really don't know how to describe themselves. And they do a lot of introspection, a lot of self-reflection, self-discovery. And it's clear that this unfortunate incident, which Sha'Carri was known for, had a massive toll on her, but also making a mistake like that and bouncing back and being resilient and acknowledging and taking accountability for it shows the kind of character that she is. For somebody who's already suffering from depression and the loss of, your mother, she's being raised by her grandmother now, as we know, that's difficult. I mean, she could have gone the complete other way and allowed her choice and mistake to dictate and control her actions by becoming even more depressed, doing more. And some people can't handle that kind of negative attention. Now, unlike Sha'Carri, she's used that to actually fuel her passion and actually to come back and be back and prove to people that she's very capable. She's, put her head down. She is doing everything she can to represent herself in the best way and to represent the USA as well as a top athlete. Now, in the year that she had her, sort of disgraceful fall, she's having an even more inspiring comeback. She's given a few details of what happened, dropping clues about her biological mother and about the followed that. And all of this ultimately has made Richardson larger than life, really more of a celebrity now, and has left her enthusiastic and growing fan base wanting more of her. Some people on social media are like really keen into what hairstyle is she going to wear? What fingernails is she going to show off? Like, this is a woman who's running in style, okay? Being often compared to, and part of when FloJo came out, she had her unique style. She was rocking nails. She was, rocking her hair. To me, I'm even thinking, my God, with that much hair on your head, the first thing I'm thinking is like, if you didn't have that much hair on your head and maybe, who knows, the weight of the nails, I know that, number one, she's the fastest woman in the world, even with braids, even with a lot of hair, this beautiful mane that she's either choosing to do in braids and nails and like looking like an absolute queen on the track. My goodness, I wonder what she would, if her time would be even faster or the fastest if she had no hair or she just put it in a cap and it wasn't like flowing around. But it don't matter, because this woman is proving that, you don't have to compromise style for speed, okay? You can just be Sha'Carri and wear whatever you want, rock whatever you want, and still kill it and be the fastest woman. Okay, she's a young sprinter. She's a famous, Black woman whose suspension initially evoked arguments about race, and an Olympic ecosphere that is still largely run by white men. So what Richardson said is, it's not a goal of mine to be known, but I definitely don't want to be known for one thing. No one does. It's important for me to be the best person I can be in all that matters to me, like family, community, and the work that I do. Now, this is how Richardson communicates with the media. That insight came out of two questions that Richardson agreed to answer from the Associated Press, part of her sponsorship with Powerade. And many of her interviews over the past year or more have come with those sort of brand placements and trade-offs. Okay, so now there is behind the scenes a Netflix series Sprint that shows clips of testy exchanges between her and reporters. So previous to her winning the fastest woman in the world, again, world trials, she wasn't favored, right? And maybe she was coming off as somebody with an attitude or somebody who doesn't have remorse or somebody difficult to work with. But reflecting on the media's role in telling her story, she said in the documentary, I feel like in the media, every move I make, there's a lot of noise about it. And you get what you give. Okay, so that's just me. So perhaps she's reflected and realized now she is, not pretending to be a nice person or pretending to have a different attitude. She's really developed and grown herself as a woman, as an athlete. And she's focused now and realizing that, yeah, if all eyes are on you and you can use that platform for, spreading love and showing how you can bounce back from difficult situations.